गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। गुरु महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। By the grace of universal Master Satchidananda, which is presence in every particles, omnipresence, omnipotent, and only one consciousness of this world. My consciousness is the universal consciousness, because that grace and love is coming from the universal master. We are taking the 35 stanza of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1. एतान् हन्तुमिच्छामि घ्रतो अपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराजस्य हेतोः कीन मही कृते। एतान् हन्तुम् इच्छामि घ्रतः अपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराजस्य हेतुः किमनु मही कृते। My dear friend, if you think that this Gita is orthodox book, if you think that Gita, it is not new, that is your mistake. Because Gita is only instrument. Gita is only my teaching aid. Gita is only my way of teaching to you. The real thing is that I am teaching the complete awareness, complete consciousness and enlightenment, Atma Jnana. So never ignore that I am telling only about Gita. No. When a mother gives the medicine to his children, he used the sugar-coated medicine. That's why the children easily take this medicine in his stomach, because the taste is sweet. So I am using this Gita to make your taste, and because the most of person, if they are spiritual, they love the Gita, even in India or even in the out of India. And there is a large number of persons, they do not understand Hindi. That's why I am giving these discourses to make the shelter of Gita. My dear friend, you know that bunker used in the bar. The army men hidden in the bunker and fire the gun. So Gita is my bunker and I am firing on the ignorance and darkness and illusion of the Maya, and I am saving my lovers and the seekers. So never ignore that Geeta is not interestless book. Geeta is very interesting book. So this is stanza. The Arjun is telling to the Krishna, Madhusudana. Madhusudana means because the Vishnu has killed the Madhu and cattle in the ocean of Kshirasagar. So he is using that word now. Madhusudan is the name of the warrior Krishna, the warrior position of Krishna. Grataha, it means if they kill me, my relative, if kill me. Api, they, although, and Trilok Rajasya, if I get the control and governance of all three lokas, earth, heaven, and the patala. Heto, for that, api, then also, etan, these persons, hantum, na, I will not kill. Ichhami, I have no wish to kill these persons. Then, mahikrite, nukim, why I will kill these person for the earth, my dear friend. It is a completely exposure of depression and the cowardness of Arjuna. Arjuna telling, if I get all three planets, earth, patal and the heaven's kingdom, and I become the king of three planets, then also I will not kill my relatives. So why I will kill for the purpose of this earth? Oh, it is very difficult for the master when a disciple turn back by his journey. But master is master. Master is the great scientist. He can turn. My dear friend, the same thing, all of you feeling at that time. Because the detachment is not comes in your life is fully attached with every small thing. Even the needle will lost, you will feel tense, unpleasant. If a needle lost in your home and you need the needle for some work or for the attaching the buttons in your cloth, and you have not getting the needles, you searching the needle is misplaced. So even it's so much small thing make you tensed and worried and unpleasant. So my dear friend, how the big things and big loss cannot disturb you? They will sure disturb you. Because with the relationship of Maya, your mind is completely mesmerized and as the dreamy condition, You feel the dream truth as you feel this Maya truth. He is telling that if I get all the 3 planets, I will never kill these persons. But the master knows, because master knows this is only the temporary depression of Arjuna. And master knows Arjuna is standing in the place of attachment and the hypothetical illusion of the love and affections. So, he will do like this. It is not a wonder. My dear friend, why the rich persons and highly intellectual persons of this world is not coming to me for enlightenment? Because they have no need of enlightenment. They already involve all the consciousness in their aristocracy, in their luxury life, in their availing the high class things like the world tour, like the 7-star hotels and the motels and restaurant, like they are going for the availing the leaves, Switzerland and other, and Matharan and Kashmir and Darjeeling. They want to enjoy their life because they have enough treasure, enough money. So, the pleasantness of this world, the pleasure of the goods and sensory organs inputs, they make also the person sleepy, blind and rigid and completely unconscious. So my dear friend, this rigidness, this inertia, this stability in the dark makes a man slave of the mind, intellect and the ego, makes a man slave of antahkarana. That person do not know anything about the spirituality or about the real truth until is the peak time of the death. When the death comes and shock and separate the consciousness, the pranas from the body, even that peak of the time he do not understand, because he is completely unconscious. As a person is laying in the anesthesia of chloroform, his enemy can easily kill him. If the doctor is not caring, enemy come and kill him and go. There is no resistance. So the sensory organs stimulation and hunger and availing and fulfilling this type of lavishly wishes makes a person completely unconscious. That's why the God's men, the lovers of the God, they never attacked for accumulation, the money and facility and aristocracy. That is the reason. That is the reason that you can easily aware in the pain and the sorrows, but you will not aware in the joy and pleasure. Because the joy and pleasure is the deep sedation in the comparison of the pain and the sorrow. You can aware in the grid very easily, but it is too hard to aware in the lust and anger. Because the lust and anger, they are very, very high speed streams like a river of a mountain. You cannot put your feet in the very, very fast flow of the river of mountain. If you don't believe me, you can go in Himalaya. And when the Mandakini is flowing, Alaknanda is flowing, you put your feet in center of that river, you will be float miles away. So that is not your mistake. The kama, the lust, the krodha, the anger, they are very, very highly streams. If you can aware gradually, if you can aware steadily, then one day you can aware in the anger and lust both. So my dear friend, this depression of the Arjuna is a very natural depression. It is not disobedience. Arjuna is telling, I will not kill them. It is not disobedience, because the Krishna never imposed any wish or will on Arjuna. Krishna was a very divinely supreme intellectual master, because the Krishna was the Satchidananda Paramatma. My dear friend, Krishna is listening to Arjuna. As you know, in the life, the psychiatrist listening to the patient very carefully, very patiently. Only the psychiatrist charge in the USA $5,000, $3,000. In California, other places in USA, he only charged for listening. He listen only. And what he say? I am making the case history. So 3-4 sittings only he listening. He earn money and he understand what is the position of the psychological status of the patient. So as well Arjun is telling and Krishna is listening. My dear friend, as I am telling, the person who is completely safe and secure with the money, he has no fear, but he is full. He is like a person, the criminals take the money from Indian banks and they are very clever. They take the loans and they do the scandals and they run away from India, because they know that no any constitution can punish them, because they have lot of money flow, and the weakness of every person, most of person, is money. Even they are very clever. They goes the S countries, that country will not surrender them to the India. So the same thing is the rich persons. They are very clever. They have no consciousness. They want to enjoy the life only. And they say the life will not come again. The human life is not come again. So we want to enjoy. But they do not know this enjoyment, this availing, this aristocracy, this create a very blunt consciousness, and that create a deep unconsciousness, and they will not awake in the point of the death. So if the person who is very rich, they are listening, they can understand Please be aware. And God give you lot of money, so you have no worry for earning. But if you do start my meditation of awareness, that will become a very, very glorious occasion of this life. You can really use your life. So my dear friend, the general person, the poor person, the common man, always search the God, because he want to help of God. And all of them searching the God and praying the God, the few persons, they can come to the real master and they aware. So the Arjun is talking in front of Sadguru Krishna completely foolishness. Completely foolishness. He is telling that I will not fight, but he do not know. When any person will come and kill the Arjun, Arjun never become the non-violence. Arjun will resist. Krishna knows, because every Kshatriya, every warrior, every fighter, every wrestler, every boxer never stand without resistance. If anyone attack on them, they will counter attack. But Arjun is telling, because he is in the foolishness of his false love with the attachment with his relatives and internal sensory organs hungers also. My dear friend, the Jivatma always moves according to their intellect and mind's impression of the past birth. And these impressions are primarily respected by that Jivatma. He always follow this type of impressions and experiences of the past birth. You can say these experiences are the treasure of the Jivatma. That is called the life treasure, that is called the Jivan Dhan of that Jivatma. So the pranas, the prime opportunity and the top priority he gives for his own experiences and own sanskaras, own impressions. The Jivatma, maximum limit of knowing of Jivatma is only the physical body. He only knows his physical body, the bone, flesh, muscles, tissues, blood, and the organs activities, and the organs caretaking, and the Jivatma only worried about his body. As we can say, the Jivatma have only the knowledge of his body consciousness. That's why in your world there is a maximum doctors you can find according to your body. You can find the brain specialist, you can find the eye specialist, you can find the ENT specialist, ear, nose and throat specialist, you can find the lung specialist, you can find the trachea specialist, you can find the skin specialist, you can find the bone specialist, you can find the digestive system specialist, you can find the liver specialist, you can find the specialist of gynecology and anthropology and the genetical organ specialist, you can find the anesthetist, you can find the surgeons of the body, my dear friend. You can find the neurologist, you can find the nephrologist, but you never find the specialist of the microbody, because you can only find the psychiatrist, and psychiatrist, they have only a branch of the body. They have only the knowing the human behavior. Why this human behavior is coming, the psychiatrist also do not know. And I want to say, my dear friends, the psychiatrist has no medicine of the mind, intellect, mood and ego. They can give only the vitamins, and they can give only the sedation pills. They can give the sleeping pills. They believe the patient will have rest and his mind automatically okay. No and never. If a person has a phobia or has a mania, or if a person is suffering with a very, very severe hypothetical illusionary stage of the mind, no psychiatrist can treat them. That's why the alternative doctors are taking the advantage of ignorance. You can see in many, many places the tantrikas and mantrikas and the vampire catcher and so, and they create the illusion in the patient's family mind that this patient is affected by the bad souls, evil souls, vampires, and they put a complete faith on the mind of the family, and that they bring that patient to that cruel persons. My dear friend, only the Sadguru is the master of your mind, intellect, mood and ego. Only the Sadguru is the doctor of your mind, intellect and ego. You go in all over the world and search a doctor like a Sadguru, you cannot search. Because the doctor is also ill. I see many, many doctors. They are living in the mental hospitals. After 10 years, 15 years, I noticed that. Because they are living 24 hours in the mad persons, and the impression, the induction caught the doctor's mind also, and they are become the slightly ill, but they cannot show because they are reputed by the government. So my dear friend, the Sadguru is the psychiatrist of the psychiatrist. My dear friend, the general person only having the knowledge of physical body and very slightly knowledge of the human behavior, which is the common human behavior by the mind. So it is very, very essential. The Arjun is now in the very severe and serious point. If the Krishna was not there, confirmly Arjun's brain will be failed. No common man knows about the mind tricks and structure of mind. That is not structure, mesenthalon, olfactory lobe, and right brain and left brain and chiasma and so. That is not. That is only the anatomy of the brain. But nobody knows the real physiology of the brain and real functioning of the brain. Nobody knows. Only the master knows. My dear friend, if a person do not know even the brain, even the physiology of brain, then how can he know the brain's invisible activities? That is called mana, that is called mind. Brain and mind is different. Brain is structure, mind is his function. And mind, if the person do not know the mind, how can he know the intellect? And how can he know the mood? And how can he know the ego? So completely blind persons are living in this world. They have no knowledge about the mind, the physiology of the mind, the working of the mind, the stimulation of the mind, the turning of the mind, the refreshing of the mind, the cleaning of the mind, the care of the mind, and the real form of the mind they do not know. So this type, the departments of the intellect, how can they will know? They do not know the mood, the chitta. So the mind, intellect and chitta, man, buddhi or chitta, these three departments is completely unknown by the 99.999% persons in this world. My dear friend, the Sadguru knows, so Sadguru is very merciful to the seekers. Now, there is also the three departments in the functional, the physiology. I can say physiology, but I want to say the functional science of the mind. There is three invisible departments. One is the consciousness, which is you use day to day. Your consciousness for food, what food you taking, you knows. What drink you taking, you knows. The alcohol addict knows that alcohol is bad thing, he knows. But he do not know, he knowing the alcohol is bad thing, but why he is taking alcohol, he do not know. There is he blind. So the first is conscious mind. Second is unconscious mind. And the third is in between of both, subconscious mind. These three minds, they will, you can know by the help of the Sadguru, by the meditation of awareness. My dear friend, that is the great treasure of this human life. If you can know yourself outside to inner side, physical body to sensory organs, and sensory organs to mind, intellect, mood and ego, then maybe you can get the liberation, you can get the extreme stage of awareness, and you can free from the illusion of all three bodies. Otherwise not. Otherwise, what will be happen? That if you do not get this treasure of nectar or of immortality of the consciousness through the consciousness, and you can stay in the supreme conscious state that is called Atma Jnana, but you do not know that what will be happen, then you will be stay in the sensory organs, stimulations, experiences all the life. And you will think that the sensory organs stimulations, they are the real pleasure of the life. You will be never introduced with the real pleasure of the nectar of existence, knowing of existence. So this sensory organs hunger is governed by the mind, and your mind involve you in these sensory organs and stimulations, and he suck you, and he crush you, and he use you, and after, when your body is not able to avail the sensory organ hunger, and he kick out your body in the heap of the death, and he goes to another body, that is called the Jivatma. He goes to another body. My dear friend, the pranas and mana, they are dacoits, but the dacoit is not satisfied by one body. They goes body to body and do the dacoit, do this conspiracy, do this cheating, do this absorption, do this negative behavior and make the blindness. I remember that what do the malaria parasite? Malaria parasite suck your blood. Not only suck your blood, but put the plasmodium. The mosquito, not malaria parasite, mosquito suck your blood. Not only suck your blood, if it suck your blood, it is sufficient. But what he do? He put malaria parasite in your body. So the mind, intellect and ego, they are not only sucking your possibility, but they are putting the parasite of illusion of the Maya, the parasite of wrong knowing, the parasite of bad impression, the parasite of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, etc. inside of you. They insert. So they are a big dacoits. They are very big dacoits to the out, in the comparison of the outer dacoits. My dear friend, how foolish the Jivatma, how foolish a normal person. The Sadguru is the great and greatest lover and well-wisher and friend of this Jivatma. But they are not agree with the Sadguru. The foolish Arjuna is telling, if they can kill me, then after I will not kill them. What is a great hypnotism in the brain of Arjuna? Mind, intellect and ego. So the same hypnotism in the Jiva's mind, intellect and ego. So much afraid to lost his body and lost the others lover's person's body. So much afraid. He is always invest his energy and consciousness around his body and out of the body for others' body. He never knows the truth which is hidden in the form of Atma inside. He never want to go in the center of awareness. My dear friend, man like a ringmaster. In India, in 20 years ago, there was comes a Madari, and Madari is what the showing the play in the streets, and he was a assistant that is called as Jamura, and sometime a Madari has a old time beer, Bhalu. So Madari music of Damru, he play on Damru, dum 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 dum, and The many persons gather to the Madari, and Madari show some tricks. He said to the Bhalu, are you going to your wife's house? So Bhalu is going with the stick and going like a gentleman. And the Madari say to the Jamura, oh Jamure, will you go to Bombay, Mumbai? Yes, I will go Mumbai. What you seeing in Mumbai? Jamura say, I am seeing Mumbai Taj Hotel. This type of his gathering doing. So the Madari is your mind. Your mind is Madari. And your sensory organs is the puppets. Your physical body is like a Jamura, like a bear, and dancing here and there by the instruction, by the orders of Madari. And that life is spoiled by these hungers of sensory organs. So, as the Madari make the mesmerism to the viewers, to the spectators, as this game of mind, the mind game, making you highly hypnotized. My dear friend, if a person caught in the love with a prostitute, by the advice, by the conspiracy of the prostitute, he stole his mother's ornament. He stole the money from the house and give the money to the prostitute. A person is addict, alcoholic addict. He sell out his utensils and precious things of the home for drinking the wine. A person is addict for opium. He will do the same things. So, the Arjun is telling here, Hantum ichhami, etan hantum ichhami. That is the addiction of the attachment with the worldly things, and completely ignorance and completely avoiding or completely ignoring that nectar of the truth which can give the Krishna to him. My dear friend, nobody wants to kill his desires. Everybody wants to live for the desires. If you know Hindi, I will tell कि तमन्ना ऐसी है कि हर तमन्ना पे दम निकले. So the person can die for desire, but he cannot detach from the desires. So the Arjun is telling the same thing. The sharabi, the drinker, never want to give up the wine. He want to die but not leave the wine. The smoker never want to give smoking. Even he is ready to take cancer, but he do not want to give up the smoking. What a rigidness, what a concrete faith for the wine and the smoking. But you learn from these drinkers and the smokers, their rigidness, their stability, their concreteness. You are not surrender like the goat. You are not surrender with the goat like it. A person is surrender with in the wine. So, my dear friend, a drinker love to the wine, a smoker love to the cigarette. So if you can love the Sadguru, then sure and certainly you will be get liberation. My dear friend, the love with the negative things What a courage! He never cared the society. He drink every evening and come with the sedation of the wine and singing the songs, and all the persons, all the city knows the drinker is coming. He never shame. So the lovers of the God also not shame. We will love with the God, we will love with the Sadguru, and we will learn by the drinker. If drinker do not give up the wine, why can give up our awareness and love with the God? So my dear friend, if the Krishna, the strong master, the very able master, the greatest able master, the highest and supreme Sadguru is standing in front of the Arjuna, and Arjuna is showing to the rigidness in front of Krishna. He is saying clear cut, I will not kill. If they will kill me, then I will not kill. I want to die by the hand of my relatives, but I will not kill them, even for the biggest treasure of this world. The 3 planets. My dear friend, a general master will kick out this type of seeker, but a real master never kick out the seekers. Never kick out the seekers. Because the Sadguru is the equal to 1 million mother. Mother never leave his child. Even his child is premature child. Even his child is handicapped child. Even his child is blind or lame or dumb or deaf. But mother do not leave. Mother give the love the same. That child, if a child is completely okay, the mother is give the same love to the handicapped child also. So Sadguru is merciful like a mother. He never hate to the Arjuna. He was listening carefully. If the teacher was there in place of Krishna, the teacher will say to the Arjuna, if you don't fight, if you do not want fight, if you are saying, if they kill you but you will not fight, if you are saying, if you get the 3 planets governorship, then you will not fight, then why you wasting my time here? Go away, bloody fool. If the teacher was there, teacher will react like this, but Sadguru not react like this. I have also faced many my disciples. They say wrong things to me, but I never revengeful with them. Never revengeful with them. Because the Sadguru is the mother's heart and the father's intelligence and the friend's love and brother's cooperation. The all relations in this world, they are, you can see in the Sadguru. So, if the Arjun cry like that and he go in the Kaurava's army, the Kaurava's army cut Arjun in the pieces. All the nobility become useless of Arjun. Krishna knows this thing. So Krishna not only save the Arjun, but Krishna take the Arjun like a little crying child. My dear friend, the same story repeating with you. The every worth the Kauravas is killing you because there is no Krishna in your life. There is no Sadguru in your life. Sadguru is a very patientful person. Sadguru never impatient. Sadguru always give the pardon to the disciples every mistake. Every mistake. He knows, because disciple is living in the ego, intellect, mind. How the bad smelling will not come? Because the ego is a very bad smelling material. I am compared with the material, because you can bear everything, but you cannot bear ego. Ego is very painful always. So my dear friend, I say, if you challenge the love, I say, if you love someone, there is no ego. If the love is there, there is no ego. If there is ego, there is no love. So the Krishna, the master, try to make Arjun gradually and step by step aware and aware. Arjun is telling about 3 lokas, but Arjun is not knower of only one loka, this Prithvi, this earth. There is a many places. Nobody can visit in a life in every places of this earth. My dear friend, so the Duryodhan was a very conspiracy person. The ego was a very conspiracy person. Abhimanyu was killed by the Duryodhan by the conspiracy. Nobody knows this thing in the Pandavas. Bhishma was killed by the Krishna's trick. Bhishma do not know. The Dronacharya killed in the Mahabharata. Dronacharya was a very expertise in the bar and the weapons. He do not know. The Ashwasthama shoot the Brahmastra, the neutron bombs, millions times more than neutron bombs he shoot, but Krishna diffuse that bomb, make ineffective that bomb. So my dear friend, the Arjun is talking about 3 lokas. He do not know anything. Arjun is telling that Indra is very free person. He will give the kingdom. Take Arjun, this my post. You are the Indra now. Why he will give? So the foolishness of person's mind, that he is telling the lump sum things hypothetically. How can get the Arjun the kingdom of the Patala? The Raja Bali is free. He will tell, take the Patala. I want to become your slave. So the person who is blind, the person tell the lump sum and hypothetical things in front of Sadguru, and Sadguru knows the capacity of person. A lady came in my life. She was living in Australia, and she make my disciple, and she told me, oh Guruji, I will give you the $900 million and you make the big ashram. I knows very well, because I know she is talking lump sum assurance, and Sadguru knows your capacity, what can you do and what can you not do. Many persons come to me, they want to make me fool, but they do not know I am the kings and kings of all wise persons of this world. I know everything. What you think, I know. What you behave, I know. So my dear friend, the Jivatma is very rigid in his overconfidence. He is so self-mesmerized, self-hypnotized person that he always hypnotized in the sensory organs, in stimulation, affiliation, and searching them. And the ego is give the assurance, false assurance, and the ego accept, and ego say, okay, do it. Ego is the authority of sign, permission authority. My dear friend, the pride and the respect and this type of sensory organs material, he takes something, he think he has get the 3 lokas, 3 planet pleasure. A lover say to his girlfriend that, you meet me, my dear, I think that all heaven comes to my life. This type he say. Even his girlfriend is not beautiful, but he say, oh, you are the queen of the queens. That is the behavior of the human. So my dear friend, the person is living in the hypothetical world, in the dreamy world. A small child, you give him the toy, and when you want to take toy for the child begin the crying. So if the existence, Paramatma, give you this life and give you the chance from come out from Maya, come out from illusion, give you the chance for awareness, give you break your mesmerism of the hypothetical illusions, your imaginations. The Paramatma give the human body. But if you waste this human body, if you lost this human body in the unnecessary crying, in the living like a mad person, so the Paramatma now helpless with you. Because that now there is karma theory for you, and you make your future by your hands. You are the maker of your fortune by your hand, and as you do, as you sow, as you cut, then you will go in the unconscious birth, like the insect, like the cattle, like the fishes, like the birds. That is your choice. That is not given by the Paramatma. Oh, never. That is your choice by your mental setup, your emotional setup, and your status of consciousness. Because that is comes by the karma, and that is impressions. They are giving a pinpoint result. That is called next birth. So my dear friend, some time please aware and stand in front of these type of dacoits. The general person, they will not aware, but you aware, my dear friends, because I am with you. You aware. So you never know this thing, that how precious treasure, how secret of secret, how a unknown subject I am teaching to you. Nowadays, from this day, you are believing that this is spiritualism. That is not spiritualism. That is the illusion in the name of spiritualism. That is the conspiracy of the Maya. That is the play of Maya. That is the play of avidya. My dear friend, as you think this is heaven, that is only the projection of your mind, intellect and ego. That is a sweet dream. You think that is real, but that is not real. You think that is yours, that is not yours. That is only and only comes due to your ignorance and coating in the lust and the greed of the better life you want. But that is the very, very miser understanding. That is very, very big understanding. So my dear friend, if you want to know the real spirituality, if you want to know all the center of this breaking illusion and awaken inside the existence, the Atma, that is one, the God, that is called God also, that is called Atma also, that is called complete liberation also, that is called Buddhatva also, that is called Paramahansatva also, that have very name, very names. My dear friend, if you want this extract of the extreme nectar of real spiritualism, then you can do the meditation of awareness with me. Otherwise, your mind will make you fool and involve in the false activities in the name of the divinity and the spirituality. My dear friend, they are very fortunate person, they are very lucky person, they are a very precious person. They comes in the contract of the Sadguru. But the more precious and more lucky person, they stay long time with the Sadguru and they do the meditation in the guidance of the Sadguru, and only they can understand what I want telling to you. The first day you will not understand what I am telling, but when you stay with me long time, 2 years, 3 years, then you can understand what precious gift I am giving you. That is the millions time more. If this universe, space is full by the diamonds and give you, but that these are abolished by the death. But which is I am giving you, that will be stay with you even after the death. So my dear friend, never go away from Sadguru. That is 100% guarantee of liberation, and being a supreme enlightened person, Atma Jnani, that is 100% guarantee that you will be free from all the conspiracy of the mind, intellect and the ego. And I will remove your internal madness, and I will be produce inside awareness and spiritual wisdom and spiritual divine intellectuality, which is the light of the God, which is the love of the God. And I will clean all the hidden rooms and space where there is millions lives impression is decaying and burning, and they are bad smelling, and they are making a poisonous effect in your life, and you are in sedation. So I will clean all these things, and don't worry about these are things. They are real bhuta, prasacha, because the bhuta is named the past. Pisacha, it means they are crushing your past possibility, that internal mind impressions, they are called pisacha. So, as the Hanuman Chalisa says, Bhut prasach nikat nahi aave, Mahavir jam naam sunave. So the Sadguru is the Mahavira. Sadguru is the Hanumana, and the Bhuta Pisacha, they will be go away by the contract of the Sadguru, by the sitting with the Sadguru. My dear friend, this is the deep and deepest meaning of the Gita's stanza. I love you very much, my dear friend. So I am telling to you, if you do this meditation of awareness, only 3 or 4 months or 5 months, you will be see that you will become a tensionless person and worriedless person. When you are become the tensionless and worriedless person, the guarantee you will never caught in the tension created diseases and worried created diseases. I want to tell some diseases you will never caught in the blood pressure, heart attack, angina, brain hemorrhage. organ failure, sleeping disorder, digestive system disorder, and so on. What a nice guarantee! What a safety! What a prevention! What a vaccination against the tension created diseases only by 70 minutes per day meditation. Very lowest cost. And I am not taking any money and any fees from you. Only I am taking the 70 minutes per day meditation. You do your all work 22.50 minutes. 22 hours and 50 minutes, but you give me only 70 minutes per day for this meditation, that you will see the miraculous change in your life. The peace will come, the internal prosperity will come, the internal wisdom will become, the awareness will become. Then you can see the coming phobias and you can separate from phobia. Phobia will not come in your life. The same mania will not come in your life. Your mind will live burdenless, no schizophrenia, no depression, no suicide, no need of psychiatrist, no need of mental hospitals, no need of operations in general hospitals, no need of bypass surgery, no need of the transplant of organs. What a great achievement you will get, only 75 minutes per day meditation. Lot of money you can save, lot of time you can save, lot of pain you can avoid. You will be safe, pain will not come in your life. Third thing I want to say, if you do this meditation of awareness Sakshi, my dearest friends, you will manage your anger. Anger will come inside. You can just see the anger because your consciousness is aware. This is the consciousness of awareness. You will aware. When you will aware, the anger cannot affect on you. Anger cannot involve you in any crime. So your life is crimeless. You will never go to the police station. You will never go to the court. You will never go in the prison or the jail. You never waste your money to giving the fees of the lawyers and police station expenditure. So my dear friend, the second thing is that if you do this meditation of awareness with me in my guidance, then what will be happen? The lust will come and you can see the lust. The lust cannot involve you any type of crime against women or sexual crimes. So your prestige, your regards will be remain, and women are safe and secure because you can aware this is a lust, and lust will be go, and only the love will remain. The love and lust, they are vast difference. The lust is a complete blindness and painful condition, like a storm, like a thunder. But love is a sweet music of Krishna, the sweet music of the flute. So the love is a nectar and lust is a poison. My dear friend, third thing is that when the greed is come, you will never caught in the greed because you are satisfied with your means, with your economy, with your food, with your earning. You are not greedy person. You will aware in the greed, and you will not take any robbery, any commission, any type of agent against the nations. So my dear friend, the wrong money, the rogue money, the black money, the conspiracy in the economic field, that will be go away if you do the meditation. My dear friend, when the maximum person will do this meditation, the morality come from inside. There is no any need of imposed morality or teached morality. Morality will come from inside by the awareness, by the consciousness. Physical health and mental health as well as come from inside. The man will change, the family will change. The family become like a small garden, heaven. Mutual understanding, brotherhood, love. The same thing will go through in the society, and society will change. And society will become like Eden garden, become like Nandanban. My dear friend, the heaven come on the earth by this meditation. The nations will change. They will understand mutual love, brotherhood, convenience, interested. They say this is your nation, all world is one nation. Come, my brothers, eat the food, enjoy and see the beautiful scenario of the world. There is no need of any war, any fight, any world war. Where there is no war, there is no need warheads, atom bomb, neutron bomb, hydrogen bomb, smart bomb, gun carriers, missile system, missile defense system, the fighter jets, the fighter F-16 etc. Mirages, there is no need. No need. There is no need of little boy. There is no need of big fleets. In the sea, there is no need. The submarines and the torpedoes, my dear friends, there is no need of any huge army infrastructure for every nation. Now the every nation is spending a lot of money in the army infrastructure and the weapons. The multi-dimensional money will be saved, and we will accumulate the huge money, and then this money will be used for the beautification, for the ecological balance, for the counter of greenhouse effect, or the counter for ozone eruption, for the counter of afforestation, and we will grow the new forestage. We will change the scenario of this world, and we will give the lot of love. Those persons, they are really need the food, shelter, cloth, very good education. We will change this world with the love, affection and brotherhood. My dear friend, these all fruits can come by only 70 minutes per day meditation. So I think by the grace of Almighty God, the God is not for Hindus, Muslims, Sikh, Isai, Parsi, Yahudi. The God is your internal consciousness. The God is the one which we call the universal and galaxial consciousness. You cannot divide the space. You cannot divide the sky. Why can you divide the God? So, my meditation is completely non-religious meditation. My meditation is completely non-prejudice meditation. Everyone can come. Everyone can learn. If you are belonging to any religion, any caste, any creed, any color of your skin, you are my brothers and sisters. I am telling with my pure and whole heart. It is not a drama. You are my real brothers and sisters. We are one big family. Please come and learn this meditation. And please success this mission. The name of mission is meditation. The world peace by meditation. This is the name of mission. And instrument is the meditation of awareness. Please. In 24 July, Delhi, Noida, there is an international meditation camp training seminar. In 14 to 26 November 2016, I am in the USA, United States America, by the grace of God. My brothers and sisters of United States America, they are inviting me, and there is 4 camps and seminars, one in the New Jersey, one in the Times Square of New York, and two is in Puerto Rico, San John and other place. My dear friend, you can join these camps as you can feel your convenience. I am inviting you with the great love and affection. And last I want to request, please subscribe my channel on YouTube where these discourses will be uploaded. Thank you very, very much, my dear friend. Bless you and love you.